So on Sunday, Fear the Walking Dead Season 5 Episode 9 is premiering from its 2 to 3 week break. I'm not 100% sure, but I said before it does, I want to put my thoughts on who I think is going to live and who I think is going to die in the season. So let's get started. There is no way they are going to kill off Morgan. He's way too important to The Walking Dead, and not even, he's also so important to Fear the Walking Dead. There's no way, he's just so important to the overall Walking Dead universe, they're not going to kill him off. And not only me, but I think everyone who watches The Walking Dead from Episode 1, all they want to do is see a reunite, and they want to see Rick and Daryl, Rick and Michonne. I think I really want to see Rick and Morgan reunite just because they started off the show together, and I want to see them meet up again. I don't know if it'll ever happen. I don't know if it'll happen on Fear the Walking Dead, The Walking Dead, or even the movie. But however it happens, Morgan has to be alive. So I imagine Morgan's going to survive season 5. I'm not 100% sure if she's fully out of the water yet with all the radiation that got splashed all over her in episode 7. But if she is, I hope she really does survive and nothing else happens to Alicia, because she is really one of my favourite characters. But if it turns out that the radiation is the cause of her death, that's the only thing I can think of killing her this season. So if it's a slow death, it'd be the radiation. But if anything else, no, I think Alicia's fine. We'll see her in season 6. I think Dwight's going to be okay too, mostly because he literally just got here in episode 3. So I don't think they're going to carry a character over from The Walking Dead into Fear the Walking Dead just to kill him off. If that was the purpose, they could have just left him out in the wild, never have seen Dwight again. I think that would have been better, rather than just dragging him over to Fear just to kill him. As well, I think his story isn't finished. I'd love to see him actually reunite with Sherry. I'd love to see him meet Negan at where Negan is now, where Negan's in the middle of a redemption arc. I'd love to see Dwight be able to see that and see if he believes him or not. And as well, I wouldn't mind him seeing and meeting Daryl again, seeing how Daryl reacts to seeing Dwight after all this time. God, I hope I kill her off. I really hate her characters. Like, every time she talks, she's just extremely annoying. I can't see them having, ever since Nick died, I don't see a purpose in having this character around at all, except to remind you of Nick. But we've got Alicia for that, so what is the point in having her around? She doesn't do anything. She just kind of gives out spiritual advice for the kids, but I don't think the kids are going to really survive. I think maybe they'll survive, most of them will survive this season, but maybe not next season. I can't see these kids being around for much longer either. So having Luciana there, I can't see a point of it. I really hope they do kill her off and use her as a season death, because they've threatened us with killing her off twice this season, and I was hoping they'd go through with it both times, but they didn't. So hopefully they decide towards the end of the season, like, we do need a season finale death, let's just kill Luciana off. That's what I hope this season goes like. I can't see them killing off John Dorie just because he's such a popular character. Like, they've kind of messed around with it, like they did it last season when he got shot. They kind of did it this season, where you think, oh, he might not make it back to the plane time, but I don't think they actually will go through with killing John. I think if they were to kill off one of the couple, as in John and June, I think June would probably be the bet they go towards, just because I'd rather see John survive a lot longer than June. I think a lot of other people will prefer that too, because June isn't as likable and she's not as good of a character as John is. So if we had to choose between the two of them, John would be my personal pick, and I think he'd be the pick of most people. So we just spoke about John, now let's talk about June. I can see her surviving this season, just because I think they're just trying to build up all these characters, because when season 4 started they had no characters there, so they're really trying to build up all these characters to make you feel for them. So I can't see them killing June, but I think if they had to choose between one of the two, I think their pick would be June, because I think she costs a lot more than John does, because she's a bigger actress. But I can't see them killing her off either, just because people are actually starting to grow on her, where I didn't really like her at the start. I'm still not overly fond of her, but she definitely is growing on me, just like I assume she is with most people. So I can't see them killing her off just yet. Maybe season 6, but season 5, I think she's okay. I think Althea actually is someone they can kill off this season, but unless she doesn't give out the information she learned about the helicopter group, then she's okay. But as soon as she gives out that information, which I'm assuming could be around episode 11 or 12, or I doubt they're going to drag on to next season, but if they do, it's either going to be 11, 12, 13, and then once she gives out that information, I think she might die. Because that information is so important. Once it's gone, I think that's her life could be gone. So it's not someone's going to kill her. I think there's something's going to happen where she's going to die. So that information is what is keeping her character alive. So once that's gone, I think she's going to be gone. I can't see them killing off Daniel, just because I think he's one of those characters who just keeps coming and going. I think by him going off, it's such a better way for his character to leave the show rather than killing him off, because then you have the possibility of him coming back to the show, which I've loved, and he's been doing that since the very first season. So killing him off, I just can't see that actually happening for his character. I think just sending him off on his way again is the best. I think maybe he'll go at the end of the season. We won't see him until the back half of season 6, or even the first half of season 7. And the way he's got this relationship that's now building with Charlie as a father-daughter relationship, I'm actually really enjoying it, and I kind of want to see how it grows from that point onwards. So I think killing him will just kind of ruin the fun of that, and I don't want to see that happen. I really hope they don't kill Charlie off, because what she's doing this season, I'm actually really enjoying it, where she's actually forming all these relationships with people like Strand and Daniel. She's getting father-daughter relationship with Daniel, and it's a good friendship she's forming with Strand, so I kind of hope it stays, just keep growing all these relationships, because I'm actually really enjoying seeing this character progress from where I actually really hate her last season, when we actually killed Nick, but now what she's doing this season, I'm really enjoying her character, and I really hope they don't kill her off, because I think the actress she's actually really good, so I hope if they just keep her doing what she's doing, because I don't think she'll be signed in anything else yet, because she is still young, so I don't think she'll be taking on loads of different roles. So if they just keep her doing what she's doing, slowly progressing throughout the seasons, I think she'd be a good little character to have for maybe the final season, even if they move it on to their Walking Dead or the movie. I think she'd be a very useful character just to keep there throughout the show. Even though I've always liked Strand, he's not a lead character, so if you kill him off, I'd be perfectly fine with that, even though he is one of three who's actually been there since season 1. I will be disappointed to kill off more season 1 characters, but I wouldn't mind, because he's always just been a supporting character for Nick and for Madison for me, and now that they're both gone, I wouldn't be overly upset if they kill Strand off, even though I would be disappointed we don't see him in the show anymore. I think maybe he'd be a good character death to see the reaction of Alicia and see how actually Daniel would react to it. So maybe if they wanted to do a good mid-season death, maybe Strand would be the good option to go for. I'm just going to pair these two together, because every time I always forget they actually are on the show until they come up on screen. I think Wendell, I thought he was going to die in the mid-season finale, so I think it wouldn't bother me if he died. I think it would make more sense to kill him off, because at this point I think they're about 2 and a half, maybe 3 years into the apocalypse, so I don't understand how he's been on the road this entire time and he's okay. So killing him off, I wouldn't really care. And his sister as well, I actually wouldn't care if they kill her off either, because she's annoying. Both of these characters I'm not really that fond of. They don't really blend well with this show or even with The Walking Dead, so you couldn't really transfer them over, because they don't really work with either show. So if you wanted to kill them off, I'd be happy. You can kill them both off in their truck driving into some wall to save them, or whatever they want to do. Just, I don't care. You can use them as a season finale death. Just do whatever. And finally, for the last person on my list, I've got Grace. I can actually see Grace dying as well, because she has said she's going to die eventually with the radiation. So maybe I was getting kind of a relationship formed between her and Morgan. So if you wanted to, maybe just have her and Morgan relationship, and then make her the season finale death, and then Morgan be really sad and upset to see someone he loves being killed off. Because maybe if they do a time jump throughout the season, I don't know what they're going to do, but I think Grace would be a good character, be a good season character to have come in. I think it was episode 2 she came in and then just die in the finale. It'd be a good way to round out her story, the full redemption arc she went through with saving the kids as well, even though she caused all their parents to die. I think the fact that she saved all the kids with the help of everyone else, I think it is a good redemption arc for the character, and it'd be a happy small story within this huge overarching story. So that's my list on who I think is going to live, who I think is going to die. As you can tell, there's more people I think are going to live than I think are going to die. And many of them are just this is a personal list on who I actually want to see live, and who I couldn't give a shit if they die. Like, you could tell by the people when I was talking about them if I wanted to die or if I wanted to stay living. But before I go, let me know who you want to see die in the season and who you want to see live in the season. And as always, thanks for watching.